Mike, and your other host,
Dave.
So, yeah. So let me just start by saying 10,000 college students on Walnut. Got a Christmas tree on fire. Tell them to get the fire extinguisher out of my truck to put it out. There is to be no one on top of the trash truck, guys. They just flipped the car over here. A man just jumped off a light pole and landed on his head. It's endless, Chief. Endless. So all of this and a lot more is what echoed over the police scanner in Philadelphia the night after they won the Super Bowl. Or the night they did win the Super Bowl. And
are you serious? That's real?
Yeah, I didn't tell Dave what I was reading.
Oh my God.
Those are just some highlights from the police scanner.
Oh, I want to hear the whole thing.
Yeah, I know too. And like just a highlight, because I know I just read through it, and like anyone who's listening, and I know you're like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
10,000 college students on Walnut. All these are different quotes that came across the police scanner from the officers to the chief.
Crap.
Got a Christmas tree fire. It's February.
Yeah, why?
So were they saving? Is it a tradition in Philly to save a Christmas tree in case they win the Super Bowl?
My tree was only up till like maybe New Year's. After that, it was gone. Who keeps the tree till February?
Oh, unless it's a store-bought one, which in that case you got plastic fumes. But they
were just hoping.
The man that jumped off the light pole and landed on his head, while that should be the funniest, that feels like one of the more expected ones. Because people climb light poles at these things, but
why? What's the point?
But you know what I've noticed, and like what they were talking about is they climb the light poles and then shake them. Like street poles, you notice they climb and they shake? To what end? I can't.
Is it like it's like a game? Like, can I stay on this while that sounds stupid.
I don't know. Like, I can't tell if it's a let's take this thing down, or let's just see how wild I can be.
I'm crazy.
It's kind of like when you're a kid on the swing set.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, "Oh, I'm gonna swing over the whole thing," but in reality, if you got even like a fraction of the way close to that, you would lose your fucking mind and just fall. Or like you don't really want it to happen, but that's what you're claiming to want. Maybe that's kind of
actually
like that.
When I did that. I mean, I was a bigger kid, but I did that, and the chain snapped in half, and I went flying.
All right, well.
So that's the other option that happened.
Sometimes you break the swings. Well, maybe that's what this guy did.
Yeah.
Maybe he broke.
I mean, I'm sure probably alcohol was involved in that decision.
Oh yeah.
Well, no sane person. I mean, I'm gonna climb the shit out of it.
It wasn't even in this, but there was a car on fire. There was a car on fire, which that also I just thought back to Texas.
Yeah, I was just like, that's normal.
Yeah, they do that in Texas.
Cars are on fire all the time in Texas.
But what I liked, I liked the dryness that you could sense. Like there is to be, and this was in italics, because I got this from a news article that posted the scanner stuff. There is to be no one on top of the trash truck, guys. So it's clearly someone in charge, possibly the chief, talking over the scanner like wideband to everybody saying, "God damn it, guys! I see them. They're on the trash truck." And
come on, guys, get off the trash truck.
But like it's someone talking exhaustedly to the officers. Like they're sitting in their car like, what?
It's like the way the picture that you're painting of this to me is like if you've been in like Target or Walmart and you hear over the loudspeaker like just a manager who's just been there all day and just like nobody can bring more than 4 items into the dressing room at a time. It's like,
come on, people,
come on,
be civil.
It's like it has that type of exuberance to it.
Oh, did you just hit your tooth?
Yes. Nobody should be on the trash truck.
Oh my God! No one should.
Sorry, Chief.
With the bottle of Rolling Rock. But no, like that one was good. But my favorite is the last one. It's endless, Chief. ... Endless.
That's like
it's like a zombie apocalypse happening.
he's just holding his hand above everybody like I can die.
Oh my god. But no, I saw this, and I get it.
I don't.
I mean, in a weird way, but the way I get it is because I was watching, and I think the most prevalent problem with people in general is that they lack a sense of self-awareness. No, they do. They lack self-awareness, and what that leads to is an inability to deal with excess energy, especially emotional energy, because they don't know what to do with it.
Welcome to Psychoanalyze Podcast.
Hey, what the fuck ever. But, I mean, the Eagles, Philly's already... Philly's cool, but they're fucked up. Their fans are fucking crazy. And I'm not going to get in trouble, but, like, it's a point of pride anyway, so fuck it. They're fucking crazy. They throw batteries at Santa Claus. I mean, you give me the fuel. I don't... Not you.
Well, I mean,
But...
I mean, Santa could use the batteries. He's got to deliver all those fucking motorized toys.
I guess
they're probably just trying to help out.
Well, it's misguided at best.
Here goes Santa.
Give these to Jimmy. Santa is not medically cleared to fly the sleigh with a concussion, so that's not gonna happen.
Rudolph is a doctor.
But no, it's like I've often romanticized football and sports because it's like it's not just about the ball and the people. It's about it's hope. It's like, oh my god, my life is like so meaningless and I can't quite accept it and see it.
You romanticize football.
In a literary sense?
So that Eli Manning thing was like dead on for you?
Fuck. Alright, you're taking romanticism and turning it into romance.
Yes.
No,
that's a literal term.
No, it's different. Romanticism means to glorify, kind of.
Glorify, you could have used.
It's a fucking different word.
I mean, how was it?
Oh my god.
That Eli Manning thing was amazing. That was the best part of that fucking game.
That was pretty great, actually.
I loved it. And they kept building it up the whole night. I was so happy. Because I was waiting for it. I was like, what is this?
I missed it.
What is happening?
I missed it.
You missed it?
I watched the Super Bowl in bed.
Ooh. And
I slept through third quarter. Woke up for part of the fourth and said, fuck it, Patriots, whatever.
Patriots.
The New England Patriots were destined to win the game, and I didn't want them to. I wanted Philly to win, but I was like, I'm not staying awake for this shit. I gotta wake up early in the morning. Yeah. And it was supposed to be an earlier day than it was, and I ended up with a 2-hour delay because of sleep, so I could have just watched it.
Yeah.
But
do you think Philadelphia got like a holiday that next day? Like not for the Super
Bowl,
whole
city,
but for the riot. Like they were like, no, our city's fucked. You guys stay home.
I really don't think the city was that badly trashed. I think the media just went to the main streets. It was 10,000 people, but
I mean, of course, the media will overdo what it like. I know that there were streets that had nobody on that, were just normal.
Yeah. Well, what did I wrote something about this. What did I write? Like, specifically? Because I had a point, and now I feel like you're underwriting my point. In a very effective way. So, congratulations.
You're welcome. That's why you hired me.
Oh, here it is, yeah. Because I wrote this in my note. I was at a bar waiting on my lady. I was at a bar waiting on Katie to get done work, and I just figured I'd write my thought. So here it is, yeah. But what all of this teach me? It taught me something about the human condition.
Riots are bad.
Yeah, riots are bad. And that's that. The majority of us don't know how to handle or naturally fluctuating emotional energy. So yeah, emotional energy. But see, it's positive or negative. I did point this out. People are just as likely to get drunk and fall through Aunt Sue's glass coffee table at a wedding reception as they are at a wake. Like, that's on an individual level.
Aunt Sue has been busy as shit if she's having a wake and a wedding.
It's an either or, but...
Or she has multiple tables.
She got a lot of glass tables. Fuck it, I know you bitches are coming over. Every time. Here, I'm putting them out. It's my favorite! But no, And then I was like, but the energy swirls inside us until it explodes, making us leak like Coke bottles after Mentos get dropped in. Oh, yeah, and clearly falling through Annie Sue's table won't make the police beat, but it's a starting point. Now, what happens is that's on an individual basis, right? So, you're an individual at a wedding, and you're overcome with joy, and you're like, oh, I'm getting drunk, and you fall through a table, and you're fine. Or if you're at a funeral and you're going to wake and go, oh, I'm really sad, you get drunk and you fall through the same table. Individual level, it's kind of minimal. It's okay.
I mean, if you die.
But what happens when the group think comes in is, you get a cluster of people. You're like, okay, the table is fun.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you die at a wake, it's 2 for 1 at that point.
I guess that's true. That is true. You save some money, I think.
Just throw them in.
But it's like, all right, Janice, you're already in the kitchen. Okay, I need you guys. You guys get started on the house fire. Annie Sue will be okay. She'll join in. Otherwise, I'll lock her in the basement. It'll be fine. You guys get started in the corners of the house. All right, Johnny, you're already in the living room. All right, break the other tables. You're fine. Just break the other tables. Okay.
Symmetry.
All right. Tim, are you out in the yard? Yeah, Tim. Yeah, get everybody out there. All the light posts within the block. And then Tim looks back. He's like, "What, Clyde? No light posts on the block. Take them all down."
No, you're using the wrong emphasis on that. It should just be no light posts on the block.
Oh,
should just be annoyed by it.
I feel like this is like a military commander now, just taking them all out. All right, but here's the point of exhaustion where he's like, Tim, we're gonna need one of you to fall off. It's a traditional thing. We just need someone to take a header. Take a header.
If they're not willing, just knock them off.
It's a distraction for the police. We can take the rest of them down, and it's tradition. So, I'll talk to Annie Sue. Like, maybe if she wants out of the basement, she'll help out the team. Annie Sue, you in? You went out of the basement before we set it on fire? Hey, Annie Sue's in. She's gonna take a header instead of burn to death. Oh, Sue! I forgot she had a daughter. Yeah, well, there's a car in the driveway with your name on it. Gather the boys that are still smoking pot out in the shed. Flip that bitch. Set it on fire. This will take care of all of our emotional reactions together, and we will feel good about it. Fuck the tables. We already took care of that.
What about
take care of the rest? So that's where the glass table of the individual turns into a wrecked fucking city. Is like when all those things come together. Like together we can do anything.
Wasn't there
anything's not?
We might have to look this up, but wasn't there like 100 people on an awning and just fucking wrecked it?
I wrote that in here as like a backup note. Yeah. Did you see it?
No, we all need to get on this awning. Let's all jump.
Did you see it though?
No, I didn't see it, but I heard it.
So it's the Ritz Hotel in Philly, and what happened was because they got the windows above, like in the rooms above.
Yeah.
So not only were they on it, but you couldn't get on it from beneath. It was like 12 feet high, and there was like nothing to climb on. They were going out the window in the room above, and you had to jump.
Holy shit!
So not only were they sitting, they were jumping onto it, and they just kept like piling on it, looking like a little waterfall of people.
Zombies.
And then they're all like, and people are down there videoing like, this is gonna go down. This is going south real quick.
I feel like
and then sure enough, it just went. Yeah, it looked like an avalanche. It looked like snowfall
or something. You remember that board game?
No.
The one where like it had like the little cylinder and the little straws going through it, and you had to keep.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Yeah. All right, Kerplunk. All right. That's a sponsor.
This riot sponsored by an outdated board game.
Yeah, I feel like I have to. Nah, fuck it. That's a sponsor. Who gives a shit?
They don't exist.
No, not anymore. So that's Annie Sue.
Since 1992.
What? Oh man. Oh god damn, that's right. I gotta.
God damn.
Sorry. I'm glad. This is why I write notes. The because that was my favorite. That was.
You write notes. I fly by the seat of my pants.
Well, I usually fly by the seat of my pants, but sometimes I lose the seat. No, because the other thing I saw in the article was that the rumors of what was happening, well, at least one, was far better than any of what really happened. There was a rumor that spread through social media that there were people riding escaped ostriches from the zoo down the street.
Holy shit.
So the zoo actually tweeted, "Don't worry, we don't even have ostriches. None escaped.
Not anymore."
and then they said, "Fly, Eagles, fly."
We don't have ostriches. They were stolen.
We don't even have those things that used to be here.
we have a cage.
Isn't that a great image?
Oh my god.
It's like, fuck you and your street sign. I got a flightless bird.
He just stops right in front of him. It's like,
it's like, you know it's fly, Eagles, fly, right? The bird doesn't.
I could just
Yeah, so I mean, the ostrich riding thing.
I want an ostrich now. I'm jealous.
See, all I said.
No, but what's even funnier though?
All I said, I knew that would hook you. I knew that would.
But I want the ostrich from like Donkey Kong Country that had the shoes.
Was there an ostrich?
Yeah, there was an
ostrich. Oh yeah,
and it had the running shoes, and I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. I want that ostrich.
So you're still laughing about it. Like I just imagine everyone on the awning. And the dude on the light pole or the street side, the guy flipping the car, all these people are within the same vicinity, and like they're off to the side, and then down the middle of the road goes a dude on an ostrich like, "Fuck you, bitches! I won the night." And then they're all just like, fuck. And then the awning collapses. Then the dude takes a header. Then the car catches fire. And the guy's like, it's not satisfying.
And then somebody just has to hold up a boombox with Play the Valkyries.
But isn't that a spectacular image?
Did the Rocky statue make it out alive?
Yeah. Oh, man. They're going to put a Nick Foles statue right next to it. Or they're going to put Nick Foles' face on the statue.
Rocky 10. Rocky versus Nick Foles.
Oh, God. Good job for him, that Napoleon Dynamite looking motherfucker.
I did not think he was going to pull that shit off.
I didn't either. To be honest with you, I was like, okay, he had an excellent championship game, which I also predicted wrong. This year's playoffs fucked me. Luckily, I didn't bet much money, but usually I'm really solid with my bets.
Yeah.
The only other times these have happened, coincidentally enough, were both times the Giants won against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Now, I did pick the Giants to win in the second game. I think if you picked them in the first game, you're just being a contrarian, or you're just trying to scoop up a good bet.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone truly believed they were going to win outside of New York fans. And even there, you're delusional. 18-0, Patriots coming in, Randy Moss, Tom Brady in his prime, all these guys.
Yeah.
And you think the Giants are going to win when they made it like at 9-7 into the playoffs?
Yeah.
Or 10-6, whatever. I think it was 9-7. And they fucking just stormed the gates.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, dude, Philly is still a good team, but
yeah,
I picked them to beat the Falcons in the divisional round, and I was not confident.
Yeah.
I was like, you should. It's at home. Philly's finally got a home playoff game again. They're number one seed. They can't lose to the wild card team. Then they made it, and then they went to play Minnesota. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Minnesota's they fucking killed them, like 38-7.
Damn.
Like, what? And I'm like, Nick Foles can't do it twice in a row as a backup.
Right.
And Bill Belichick's known to scheme, right? Like, he's known. I was like, all right, I know what you do. You're a backup quarterback. You rely on the screen pass. I got you.
Yeah.
No. Bill Belichick sat his best cornerback, whatever. But no, he sat his best defensive back. Because he annoyed him. Like, fuck, it's the Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah.
But that might be kind of to your point where you think Belichick might not be back because, like, maybe Belichick's just making a power move against the owner. And Brady's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I can do what I want.
Brady's like, I'm fucking 40. In a couple years, I'll be in the XFL. Fuck.
Oh, God, yeah. Before we get into that, we just watched it. Well, I saw it before, but Dave just watched it before getting on here. Kevin Hart as That's what you should be.
Yes.
He's the person you should be.
He is.
So...
He's the dream.
Alright, anyone who's listening to this.
I mean,
maybe there's a chance if, like, the 3 people who listen to this don't know.
Well, I mean, they were doing an interview for
NFL
Network, and he just jumps up on gets carried up onto the stage
by Deion Sanders, prime time,
and he just basically hijacks the show. It's just drunk off his ass,
slurring but praising.
Yeah, like I want to be that famous. Like I wish I could be that. Just out of nowhere, just show up on a show I have no business being on, and just get on because it's live and they can't stop you.
Oh, it reminds me of like every time I've gotten drunk.
Yeah.
At like a group of friends' place, and they're all having a conversation, and they're not near. They're drinking, but they're not drunk.
Yeah.
And I stumble into the room, and they're just like, "Oh, that's cute. That's our drunken friend. He's our peer. We're gonna enjoy his company, despite the fact he's ruining the conversation." And they hug you, and they hold you up, and they support you, and then send you on your way when you're done. That was what happened there. Yeah. He walked up, and they're like, "He's one of us. If we did that, we'd be arrested for 2 years."
Oh yeah.
But because it's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Oh, this is really funny," and he's our friend, even though we probably never met him before.
Like we just know of you.
But when you watch that, isn't that what you felt like?
Yeah.
I've been that guy at a house party.
Clearly. and then they show him like whenever they're doing the trophy ceremony and he's trying to get on stage. I was like, that would totally be me.
Dude, I don't know if you saw the hand gesture. He did this, like with his eyes, the fingers in the eyes. Like, do you see who I am? But he's doing it upwards because the guy's at least 6'5", and Kevin Hart's my height at like 5'3", 5'4".
I mean, he could probably Ray Rice his ass and just get by him.
Oh, he doesn't have an elevator pole to.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sorry, Kevin.
He didn't have a woman to punch.
But no, I mean, and the apology video wasn't really an apology, so I'm not.
I'm glad it really wasn't because there's no reason to apologize.
Like, yeah, kids don't drink. But I was drunk. Who cares?
That had like somebody else's like influence on that of like one of his friends or agent or somebody was like, you should probably apologize and like tell kids that that's not cool, and he's just like, man, why?
I don't know. Like I
didn't do anything wrong. This is bullshit.
I think you're right, but I also think that like him having kids probably he still felt the same way. Don't get me. He's probably like, I got kids and a fan base, and
I hope that wasn't it. I hope that's not the reason.
I'm sure it wasn't it.
That's a shitty.
But he didn't really apologize anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like, who cares? But no, it was great. Like fucking ostrich running down the street, Kevin Hart. It was like a weird Dr.
Kevin Hart riding the ostrich.
It was like a weird Dr. Seuss story. But an adult one, like a drunken adult Dr. Seuss story. It's like, I rode an ostrich through stops. I rode it past all the cops. When the fuzz got too near, the ostrich helped to finish my beer.
Wow, drunk ass ostrich.
Yeah! Alright, I wrote that down. That's a Dr. Seuss thing. So that's pretty good. But that does lead you to wonder. You mentioned the XFL. He messaged me about this. When did you message? It doesn't matter. You messaged me a couple weeks about the XFL. And, like, Adam did too. My buddy Adam messaged me, and I'm just thinking, and I know he was like, fake excitement, like hilarious excitement, like this is ridiculous.
It's like watching. It's like excitement over a train wreck.
But I didn't even have that. I was just why? Because
ego.
Like I'll watch.
No, you won't.
Not regularly. I will watch to see the defunct NFL players who can't get a team.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah. But all right. We'll go one by one. I've got multiple issues here. All right. Vince McMahon knows how to make money.
Yeah.
So he clearly is targeting stupid wrestling fans, right? Like fans who will pay the money and watch it despite the fact that even they know it's bad, but they can't help themselves. And it's probably only going to be on for another year. It's probably going to be on 1 or 2 years,
Are those people even around anymore? Like,
yeah.
there are people who really will follow him because everything I've ever read is like Vince McMahon's out of touch. Fuck him.
It's a money grab.
Yeah.
It's not for the long term. So it's a sensational thing, right? Like, that's the only way this makes sense to me.
Yeah.
NFL's losing some popularity, supposedly, so maybe that's part of it. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Maybe you're right. Maybe you lost touch.
I mean, and the fact that he's saying it's going to be short, like quicker, but still safe. That doesn't make sense. Like, what is he? How? And it's like, and he said like how it used to be, like no fair catches, like the penalties are going to be loose. It's like,
then you're taking away.
How are you going to be safe then? Like, the second that somebody gets injured, it gets a concussion or something ensues, the league's done. Like, it would take one. Like, that's scary. That would only take one.
And he's just saying what everyone wants to hear, but it's a contradictory league and it's not even around yet.
No. 2 years. We got 2 years to contemplate on what this is.
Well, and I mean, I'm going to watch. Because you're going to see RG3 back in action against Tim Tebow for the XFL championship.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And it's ridiculous. All right, here's another thing that they said. All right, it's the XFL, Extreme Football League. Yeah. It's supposed to be badass, less rules, more craziness. He Hates Me returns with a kid and to play together. But
He Hate Me Jr.
But what he said was they won't take any players with issues. Yeah. By issues, I mean any legal issues, anything, because it's a family thing. So they're trying to make it a family program. Why is it XFL?
Yet Johnny Manziel is tweeting XFL. It's like, motherfucker.
They won't sign Johnny Manziel. They won't sign Johnny Manziel.
But you are getting in.
But they'll sign Tim Tebow, which I'm dying to see. If Tim Tebow leaves the Mets minor league system, which
I hope that the XFL becomes like the place where just old fucking football players who can't do anything
anymore. That's what happened last time.
Are just there.
Because it was what horrible. Happened last time. Tommy Maddox won the XFL championship because he was the only NFL quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
He was the only one with starting experience in the XFL, and he made them look like dog shit. He was Peyton Manning in the XFL. And then he actually, because he did so well, he got put back on the Steelers. And he started games, and he did okay.
They would have to put out an amazing amount of money to get new players.
Oh, they wouldn't be able
to not want to go to the NFL.
Not possible.
Your options are NFL money, XFL money.
Well,
you come right out of college, you're going to go to the NFL. The XFL can't touch that money.
I don't even think it's about that.
Unless you just don't get drafted.
Well, you got to look at it this way, too. It's not even about just money because, say, NFL, well, your rookie contracts, you don't even get to pick anymore.
Yeah.
It's set. But let's say you get $40 million guaranteed right out of the gate for your first 4 to 6 years. XFL offers you 80. So it's double. What are you losing by taking the extra 40? Think about it. You're losing all the sponsorships that the NFL has. So, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, all these things that NFL players get that XFL players won't get.
No.
Is Wheaties going to put an XFL player on the box? I hope so. But I think that's more of a Lucky Charms deal.
He Hate Me. Lots of Lucky Charms.
The Boston Shamrocks promotes this guy on Lucky Charms.
Fucking Lucky Charms.
But RG3, maybe.
There you go.
But and so you lose on the sponsorships, you lose on the TV commercial time.
Yeah.
And you lose on fame.
Yeah. Well,
you're not going to be as famous. It's like being in the CFL versus the NFL.
How is he going to get on TV? What channel is really going to put him? He can't be on CBS. He can't be on NBC. He can't be on Fox. They all
what's
run
WWE
NFL.
On?
USA. But they're not going to fucking put XFL on.
They will.
They would not.
Why wouldn't they?
Because they'll have nothing to gain from that. They'll have to
they
probably...
only run reruns of like sitcoms.
I don't watch anything on fucking
But
USA.
no one does. That's the point. They've got nothing to
They'll
lose.
probably end up just streaming it on like Facebook or something.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be streaming.
It's just gonna be a streaming game. Nobody's gonna watch it, and then there'll be how many seasons did
I'm totally gonna watch it.
How many seasons did the last one have? Like one?
One.
Two?
One season.
One.
We were in high school.
It's horrible.
It was almost 20 years ago.
And 20 years later, here we are again.
Yeah. Short season.
I remember though.
They played in existing NFL stadiums.
Yeah. Are they gonna open new stadiums for this shit?
No. They'll use.
Are they gonna have The Rock come out and cut a promo?
They wouldn't be able to get new stadiums. That's a whole city thing.
I don't think they could afford The Rock anymore.
Did he do a promo for that?
Yeah, he totally came out and did a fucking promo in the middle of the game.
Dwayne Johnson's not doing. It's Dwayne Johnson.
They had a whole thing where, remember? I don't know if you remember. There was one game where like they were promoting like inside the cheerleaders' locker room, and it was just like everybody's like, oh, nudity, and it's like, no, you're on fucking cable TV. You're not gonna see shit.
Isn't that weird?
And then they didn't even do anything. It was like a stupid. It was basically a WWE sketch, and it's like, guys, this is football. You gotta just like. That's where I do have a little hope for this that Vince McMahon said in the press conference that WWE and the XFL will have nothing to do with each other. They're completely different things. I hope he sticks to that, because the second a wrestler shows up on fucking XFL, it's over. Because then everybody will just be like, oh, this is a stupid wrestling thing.
Well, it's a stupid thing.
No, it's a stupid thing. But I remember, though, like, whenever it first came out, I got a little mini XFL football from, like, 7-Eleven.
I think I remember that, yeah.
I think I lost it immediately because I just couldn't stand it.
It looks like a fucking tire.
Yeah.
It's just black rubber.
Black, red fucking football.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
We're so
I mean, alright,
extreme.
So we got the NFL, which is all anyone's going to give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Then you got the CFL, which Canadians care about, and NFL players who can't make NFL teams anymore care about. And for some fucking reason, you have Arena Football League, which is the Canadian Football League has a longer field, a bigger field, more people. Arena Football League, half the size field.
I haven't heard anybody talk about an arena.
Exactly. So
I don't even know a single team name.
Baltimore now has one. It's new. The Baltimore Brigade.
Baltimore Brigade.
Brigade. This isn't gonna fuck up if I pull it up.
No, you're fine.
No, let me pull this up.
Baltimore Brigade.
Let's not pull up.
That's like as obscure as the Baltimore Blast.
Well, the Baltimore Blast,
like people like the indoor soccer. Nobody fucking watches Baltimore Blast.
It's just like it's hurting you to say, look.
Oh my! They're at the Royal Farms Arena.
Really? Like, did you know that fucking dilapidated thing the story is? Oh, dude, we should go. July 29th, they play the Philadelphia Soul, Bon Jovi's team.
Bon Jovi owns the goddamn team?
Bon Jovi owns the Philadelphia Soul. Did you not see that episode of Always Sunny in Philly?
I don't remember that. Is he
1 o'clock, Saturday, July 29th. And the tickets are about free.
About free.
Well, they pretty much give them.
I bet if we walked up, they probably wouldn't even have security.
Oh my god. No, like, they were like giving away promotional jerseys to sell season tickets. And they were selling season tickets last year for like $40.
They're like, please, somebody come.
This could be something we cover on our podcast regularly. If you realize the sad thing is, like, we would do it jokingly at first, and then we'd get into the fucking Baltimore Brigade.
The Baltimore Blast.
Oh my god, it's fucking amazing.
And we would lose like 2 or 3 listeners already.
I get tickets. I want to see what any tickets.
I bet they're cheaper than like a movie ticket.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Uh-huh.
Broadcast coming soon. Yeah, you sure about that?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I bet it's cheaper to go see Black Panther than go see the Baltimore Brigade.
Oh my god, it's a Royal Farms Arena. I think it's gonna implode on us. Player stats, and the stats are skewed because they don't fucking Arena Bowl 30.
Wait, XXX?
30? Oh, it's gonna get wild.
Oh.
Oh, Philadelphia Soul were the champions from last year. Well. Oh, that's what? That's how much they rushed the ball? Their top rusher played in 13 games, ran it 33 times for 91 yards.
That's it?
And 8 touchdowns. He ran for 91 yards and 8 touchdowns? How did he get 8 touchdowns on that? That field is fucking garbage. The leading passer... leading passer had 3,000 yards. Respectable.
Yeah.
63 touchdowns.
Holy shit.
63. And they weren't good. Jesus Christ. Joe Flacco had 18 touchdowns last season.
It's like playing in a backyard.
Oh my god, it is. Holy fucking...
Maybe it's like how big is the field?
50 yards.
50? That's it?
I believe so. Here, let me see.
So it's half the size.
Because who cares? We'll just
so it's like just running to half feet to midfield?
Baltimore Brigade highlights. Oh my god, that's real.
They're highlights?
That's real. That's
should be low lights.
Oh! May 13th, Soul versus Baltimore Brigade highlights. Let's do it. We're not watching all 9 minutes of this. Don't worry, people. If you hear some... Alright, we just have...
And it's already gone.
Look! See, 5. They're in 5-yard increments.
That's pathetic.
Oh, this is Baltimore getting fucked. Look at that!
Did they just throw the ball to
and look, there's no sideline, nothing, so...
I like how...
Oh, he hit the ref!
Oh my god, the ref is a fucking receiver. The refs are receivers.
Hold on, we gotta go back and watch that again.
Oh my god, he is hurt. He got nailed. He got nailed. I like how... Okay, this is perfect. Arena football...
Okay, so what happened?
He literally just got nailed in the face.
Philadelphia Soul quarterback step back.
You'll never see that in an NFL
game.
Oh my god!
Well, look, see, the end zone's already right there.
I'm sorry. The Puppy Bowl during the Super Bowl is more organized than this.
But did you see, alright, so you see where they were? They're on the other side of the field, and where they threw the ball was already near the end zone.
Oh my god. Excuse me.
So their leading passer probably threw for 63 yards. I mean, for 100 touchdowns.
We have an injury on the... You would never see that.
They're still throwing it! It bounced off his face and he caught it! No, it was just a catch by the team.
That was the plan.
Look, watch.
Does that say Chickies?
Oh, no, that was different. Oh, they got a penalty. Oh, look, you can't even go out of bounds.
Oh, my God.
You can't even go out of bounds. There's no out of bounds.
I can't. I'm taking a break. We can keep going.
Yeah, are you going to be just taking a piss?
Yeah.
All right. And we will take a momentary break. Be right back with it. All right, so we're back from our break.
I couldn't handle that anymore. I had to step away for a sec.
We've come up with... I can't stop laughing. We've come up with the best new idea. So we were looking into arena football because XFL triggered us into stupid versions of normal sports. And granted, these sports are laughable in their own right, but yeah, NFL is NFL. So we looked up the Baltimore Brigade, and then we looked up highlights because we were questioning how big the football field is. And as Dave said, it's about the size of my fucking living room.
Yeah.
50 yards. Even I can look like Doug Flutie throwing a Hail Mary.
I was everybody was so out of shape. I loved it. It gave me hope in the world that even fat people can play sports.
Short and fat people can unite and play sports.
It's the disabled league.
God, I want to see the quadriplegic midgets out there and oh fuck,
football Special Olympics.
Get those midget women out of stripping and get them into arena football. God, that'll be a game to watch.
I bet they'd be safer than that ref was who got nailed in the face.
Oh my God, just to say it one more time. The Philadelphia. I'm gonna announce it like it happened. All right, so the quarterback for the Soul, because no one knows his fucking name, he drops back, hits a 3-step drop, and he releases the ball, and he hits it right on, no, not on target, right in the ref's face! Right in the rest, and ricochet that bounces up the bridge of his nose into the air, and it's caught by the Soul receiver! Because that's the noise they make at the end of every play for some reason.
So was that ref like? Did he get credited as like an assist?
I don't know. But did you notice? Did you see the offensive lineman or whoever it was that looked at him like he was gonna help, and then and then he just stepped back and looked around like someone else was supposed to help him?
Somebody better help this guy.
He didn't even point. Like he just kind of looked like it's not my thing, right?
I'm not getting paid for this, am I?
It's like I get mileage points for this.
How much does an arena football player make? What is their pay? Do they get if they don't get at least minimum wage?
Top arena football players salary. It's not even a thing.
If they make more than me, I'm gonna be really mad.
AFL salaries are modest, with most players earning between $40,000 and $50,000 per season.
I'm gonna go be an arena football player.
The league minimum is $31,000. Jesus, I'll do this.
I can go do that.
Boosted by the contracts of a handful of franchise players that earn 6 figures.
6 figures.
I can be a franchise player
to play arena football 6 figures.
Holy shit!
You're basically playing. Backyard football is more intensive than...
Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to do that so good.
We're going to go join the Baltimore Brigade.
Alright. Here's what we were talking about, and we're going to do it. Podcast idea. We're going to go, preferably to the Baltimore Brigade versus the Philadelphia Soul game, and we're going to do a pre-podcast tailgate at a bar, and we're going to go around asking people what they think about the Baltimore Brigade. I'm really hoping for answers like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I hope
What is the Baltimore Brigade?
I hope I at least remember the name of the fucking team.
What do you think about the Baltimore Brigates? I don't know. No, Dave.
What?
No, Dave. The Baltimore Bonnets. Be in the bonnet for Baltimore.
That would be a better name. The Baltimore Bonnets. I want it.
The Baltimore Bees in the Bonnets. Be hard to say.
That'll be the Arena Soccer League.
Oh, Jesus. But I mean, that's a fun idea. So we'll go there, we'll do that, and then we'll do a podcast after. We're just gonna get hammered, drunk, and just like cheer like we give a fuck. We're gonna act like we care. And then by the end, we probably will. That's the sad truth.
We'll be invested.
But yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, they were selling season tickets last year for like $40 and giving you a jersey for buying them. They had marketing They were like travel agents.
They sound more like the Comcast people who walk around Walmart asking you who's your cable provider?
No, that's exactly what they were like. That's exactly what they were like. And it's not the Royal Farms. They should pay you to go in there to show they have credibility anymore. It's like, we will not implode. Look at all these people.
Yeah.
And then once they actually get people trusting them again, then they can charge you. But until then,
they just sucker people in with free booze.
Yeah, until then.
I mean, you can't really tell by any of these angles how many people are actually in the stands.
Oh no, it's not a lot.
2 people and a bunch of cardboard cutouts.
Oh, that's not a lot. We know that it's not a lot at all. But holy fuck, it's so great. So
Baltimore Brigade.
Oh, we gotta do it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to a game, do a podcast. But while we were talking about that, looking at the salaries, it's clearly not a luxurious job, and you get beat up, and you have to physically train.
Do you really? Because those guys...
some of them do.
I look like I go to the gym more than they do. And I go twice a week.
Alright. That might be a lot.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, the minimum makes more than I do right now.
Yeah, they do. They make a lot more than I do.
And I'm seeking a job that would be much harder to do for at least $45,000. I just
Fuck
tried.
that. We're gonna go join the Baltimore Brigade.
That's my idea. That's the idea. I think that we should try out
Yes.
because for that pay,
I feel like
and for what they want, I feel like they would give
if we
us
could
a
at least,
shot.
I mean, if we could at least throw or catch, maybe not both. If you could just do one or the other, you might be able
Then
to
you
make
can
it.
throw to yourself.
Then you'll be fine, dude. There has to be
The quarterback.
I bet somebody from the NFL could throw and catch to themselves.
What happens? It's usually accidental. No, dude, like there was just a player with Tennessee quarterback Marcus Mariota. Very recently, was it the playoff game? Yeah, it's a playoff game. They just won, and it was fucking ridiculous. He threw it. It got tipped. He ran out, caught it, dove for the touchdown, and won the game.
Nice.
End of the gameplay. Not even
Damn.
random. It's like,
damn.
What do you do as a defender? You're like, I just did my job and I lost. That is an existential crisis if I've ever run into one. But no, like, oh fuck, I'm so serious.
Oh.
I'm so serious about
This
it.
is happening.
I think trying out for the Baltimore Brigade would be a great thing to do. If we actually had a fan base, I would really encourage people to join us, but we don't.
Yeah.
God damn, that's gonna be great. And the thing is, like, we're not gonna make a team. Well, maybe.
Where are we in the standings?
And
And I'm not saying we as in like I give a shit. More
But
like,
no, like,
it's just the city. That
it would be more like the Always Sunny episode where they try out for the Philadelphia Eagles. And then they've got Donovan McNabb come and tell them about McDonald's. Like, that would be our closest. But
well, wait, you said Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi owns the team. I wonder if he, like, regularly does halftime shows now that he doesn't do
Do you
much.
think he just does it just because, like, do you think he actually cares? Do you think he
Oh,
just, like,
yeah.
even pays attention to it?
Well,
Or is it just like a tax write-off for that?
no. He was, actually, that was in the news. He was desperately trying to buy an NFL team for a long, long time.
So he just settled.
Settled.
It's like trying to find that really hot girlfriend, and then you just find that one that's just like, meh.
I was like, you know, the clerk at Walmart wasn't that bad.
She had a lazy eye.
Or as Doug Stanhope would say, you know, prettiest Denny's waitress.
I mean,
Like a dentist, the waitress.
I mean, after like 8 beers, everybody's pretty.
I disagree. I really disagree with that one. 8 Guinness doesn't do anything to me.
Well, I mean, you're not drinking the right beer then.
I'm
I'm drinking straight heroin.
Drinking straight heroin. One more of the.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going to drink straight heroin. So we're going with that.
No, I wasn't going to have another one of these, but I'm going to do
Heroin?
The truth.
The truth. Heroin.
Oh. Sorry,
All right. Are we
I got all these.
Are we going to stick to Sportscast, or are we?
Well, I mean, that's fun. I don't know. You can mix it up. Talk about something different. I don't care. I was yeah, we did. We just talked for about an hour.
Hour about sports.
That's where I go off the rails.
ESPN Radio.
ESPN Radio. Jim Rome coming up on the hour. Sorry, Jim. Not trying to steal your spotlight.
Not trying to sports block you.
Oh fuck! What? We had so many other things.
So
Many other things. Anything on your coming up in your life? We go.
I know it's a little outdated, and I know it's coming out pretty soon on, I think, like DVD probably, Betamax should be. But I had just gotten around to finally seeing the Justice League movie.
By the way, disclaimer: I have not seen it, but I've heard enough to participate in the conversation.
And there might be spoilers. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, that was not very good.
I mean, I already looked like shit. Like, Fucking dog's just poking her. Like, what is happening over there?
Justice League? Really?
I heard about that one.
I heard it sucked too.
Katie didn't take me to see it, so sorry, we're talking from the voice of a dog now. We're getting distracted.
I mean, the premise was like it was there. It should have been.
All right, how about this? How about
good.
this? Say I'm a prospective viewer of this film, and I am looking for a very brief but succinct review.
Okay.
Give me that review.
Well,
so synopsis and like good or not good or.
The movie was about them building the Justice League, like Batman and Wonder Woman, who had already met in previous movies, were trying to build a team together because this new threat named fucking Steppenwolf.
Nah. Steppenwolf?
Fucking Steppenwolf.
Was Steppenwolf on the soundtrack?
No, they weren't.
Granted, like it wouldn't have been good if it was, but it's even worse that it isn't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. Keep going. I'm already disappointed.
Yeah. Wasn't even like should have been Darkseid, but no. I'm already upset.
Yeah.
But
I'm
already upset. And I saw the movie like weeks ago. But he's trying to get mother boxes together, and if you've played Injustice, you know
yeah. That's the only reason I know.
Yeah. To basically, do the Pinky and the Brain thing and take over the world. But
what are we doing tonight?
What are we doing today, Steppenwolf?
Same thing we do every day. Make fucking horrible movies.
But they
that's how they take over the world. They steal the money.
So they bring together their fucking Justice League to take him, try to stop him from taking over, but it sounds like I'm bored just trying to give that. Like, the movie isn't much fucking better.
Fuck this mouse. Alright, so it sucks.
It sucks.
Alright, it's about a bunch of superheroes that gotta beat a song come to life. Oh, Steppenwolf was the artist. Anyway, just something stupid. It's just stupid.
It was, but the best part was like spoilers. Fucking
who cares?
Like, you saw the end of Batman v Superman. Superman's dead at the beginning of Justice League, and everybody's sad. What are we gonna do without Superman? Because he was the be all.
But you knew he was alive at the end of Superman v Batman.
Yeah.
Because the coffin, boom,
mm-hmm.
boom, boom, get a heartbeat. I get what you're doing. So it's not like clever. And
half the movie is like them being like, we might be able to bring Superman back to life. Should we? Is this right? Superman wouldn't want this. Would he want it? He might want it. I don't think we should do this. We should probably do this.
Should I bring him back to life or let him exist in non-existence for eternity?
It's like, the best part of the movie though was
that's like a big question.
Like, again, spoiler, like they do bring Superman back, but he comes back and he has no memory of who he is
or mouth.
For those who don't know,
this is my favorite.
Henry Cavill had a mustache that he wasn't able to shave, so they CG'd the shit out of it, and they just had a CG mouth. It was so bad.
Can't even.
If you could find a clip, I wish you could. I don't know if you can, but if you can find a clip, it's the most ridiculous. I just want you to see what
Superman CG mustache.
I just want you to find. Oh God! There's the picture of it. There.
Oh, not this one.
There. Yeah, this is a scene where he.
Oh no!
Yep.
I almost welcome the ad that just popped over.
Isn't it creepy?
It doesn't look
right. It's unsettling.
Where was that?
Just saw a picture of Superman with the mustache.
They should have just had Superman with the mustache. It would have been great.
It's so bad.
Oh.
Like, Superman in Injustice CG looks more believable than what they've done.
I really like this.
And they've spent millions of dollars on that mustache to CG it out. I feel like a YouTuber with no money could do better.
That's really bad.
Like, it's so bad.
You know he's shooting all the scenes with the mustache?
Yes.
So every time they're doing a shoot, and Ben Affleck's trying to get into character, he's staring at Superman with a mustache.
He's just staring at this
So
mustache.
he's like, oh no, he's like, you have a mustache.
I can't stop from staring at it.
Oh my god, that's so ridiculous. That's all
It's not believable at all, is it?
It's all I care about.
It's very distracting.
It is all I care about with that movie.
I couldn't stop. I couldn't get into the movie watching that. And you just see him talking. It's like, just stop.
Just stop.
Please just stop.
God damn.
They ruined Superman. They ruined the Flash in the movie. Like, they have the Flash has a line where he goes, "I've never punched anybody." Like, you're a goddamn superhero. How have you not punched somebody?
It almost sounds like it's supposed to be like a famous.
So he has a whole.
I
scene,
have not yet punched.
He has a whole scene where, like, they're like, well, like, everybody else is in trouble. The Flash is just standing there, waiting around for his cue to do something.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do anything because he hasn't punched anybody. So they show him finally, like, they do a quick, like, you remember in, which movie was it? X-Men, First Class, I think? Where they had a Quicksilver running around the room in slow motion. It was really cool looking, moving everything in slow motion.
Yeah, I think it was First Class.
They almost had something like that.
That was the only good
But it was
one
just,
out of those three.
Yeah. And it was just the Flash running around in slow motion, nudging people out of the way. Not punching, not...
Oh, yeah!
He was just nudging.
Oh, it was that cool fucking kid. What was his name?
I don't remember.
But you know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's the kid from American Horror Story.
I never saw the show.
Oh, fuck. Christ's sake.
Cool.
Alright, I'm acting... Alright, remember when we heard Doug stand up joking about it? It's like, oh, I'll criticize you for shit I just learned today. That's what's happening. I only watched that like 2 seasons after all 6 or 7 or whatever we're out. Quicksilver actor. Oh wait,
There's 2 of them.
actually it was Days of Future Past, wasn't it?
I don't remember. It was one of those 2. It definitely wasn't Apocalypse because that movie was shit.
We'll get into that in just a moment. Yeah, it's that guy, right?
Yeah, that was that guy.
All right.
It wasn't the
Evan
guy
Peters.
from the actual Avengers movie.
Evan Peters. No, he is one of the mainstays of American Horror Story, and he's the best actor in it. So I've watched season 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
That's it. I will say he's excellent in season 1. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But season 1 is also very predictable and genre specific, and I don't like it. Like, I don't think it's a good show. I don't. I like particular performances, but if it's supposed to be a horror mystery suspense thing, and I can tell everything is going to happen next, well, based on your genre definition, it's not good.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? So I didn't like it. It was entertaining enough to watch, sure, but that's because of specific things. Season 2 got a lot of criticism because it's all over the fucking wall.
Really?
But it reminded me of H.P. Lovecraft, and I loved it.
Well,
it didn't even answer all the questions.
Well, like what?
They were in a
mental
synopsis.
What's happening in the show?
A bunch of people in a mental asylum, people getting pulled in there for various reasons. You got a serial killer who's also a psychologist running around, like pulling people in there. And then you've also got into the mental asylum.
Oh, okay.
And then you've also got potential aliens. What? I swear to God. And Dr. Kevorkian. All right.
Dr. Kevorkian?
I'm running off at the mouth. I'm not even describing this.
Yeah, I'm like,
all right.
Explain to me, like, I'm as somebody who has never seen this show.
I just sound like a 5-year-old. Like, first came over with the ball, and then we had waffles, and then Like,
that's pretty
good.
coherent. Sure, why not?
Yeah, no. So, anyway, just go watch it. Fuck you.
How about I explain to our audience?
I haven't seen it in
What the fuck?
a year. Alright,
You said you just saw it.
No, I said I saw it. I didn't say just saw it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misplaced.
But anyway, it's excellent. It's well done. Let's go watch it. But, so, long story short, it's that guy, and he's good.
Nice.
Like, we got way sidetracked with that.
Yeah, we were...
What were we even
See,
talking about?
that's Disney's plan, though, man. Yeah, you're talking about one thing. You have to bridge into a Disney property.
Disney doesn't touch that.
It does now?
Oh, it didn't.
It does now. Disney's like the fucking... The tentacle monster at the end of season 2 of Stranger Things.
Fox has X-Men.
Yeah, now Disney has X-Men.
How does this happen?
Because Disney bought Fox.
Oh, fuck. Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Disney bought the shit out of them. Disney bought Fox.
Wait, does that mean Sean Hannity's gone? Is Sean Hannity going to be replaced by Jack Sparrow? Captain Jack Sparrow here with Fox News. We're out of room. The country's done.
Everybody will be like,
oh, that's a fucking great premise.
We're tired of these Republicans. We have
What's the
pirates.
next red phone to the president that never calls anybody? It's like more useless than Adam West's Batman phone. Captain Jack Sparrow will call the depths of the locker, try to get answers from
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones, we've got you on the broadcast. God damn it, Johnny! I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, you bitch! Just this whole argument.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Disney is...
It costs like a lot more than Disney characters should cost, but it's Fox News. You gotta have a little...
Well, I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean was PG-13. They had to throw a couple cuss words.
That's just because Penelope Cruz was on one of them, and she was so sexy. Just like...
Just show a little cleavage, you're okay.
Oh, God. You don't even need cleavage to that woman. Just eyes. Just show the eyes.
Eyes, R-rated.
Partial nudity. Penelope Cruz.
Too intense. R-rated.
Nudity for eyes.
Just the MPAA is just like, if we get any kind of boner, this is R-rated.
Well, the way we judge nudity and like other sexy, probably. Oh, Christ. That's so funny.
Penelope Cruz, automatic R. Hard R.
It's the R in hard.
Hard.
Oh, that's horrible. What are we doing?
She takes off a sock. It's NC-17.
Look at that foot. Oh, no. My children are ruined forever. They're not even Hispanic. They can't handle this.
I feel like I've cheated already.
Jesus Christ. Wait, what were we talking about? X-Men.
X-Men.
Mm. Oh, so
Penelope Cruz is in one Pirates movie, and that was the actress you went to. Not fucking Kate Beckinsale or whatever the hell.
she wasn't in that.
I don't know.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah, that's it.
Natalie Portman's sister.
What?
Not really. They just look the same.
Oh.
Who cares about her? She's pretty, but she's just pretty. Like,
Well, I mean, there's that other blonde girl.
who?
I don't know. The girl that's hangs out with Jack Sparrow the whole time, like all the movies. She played in Lord of the Rings. Archer,
Huh?
Orlando, somebody.
You said she.
Yeah,
Orlando Bloom.
yeah.
The guy.
That's a guy.
He was only in the first 3 movies. So was Keira Knightley. They disappeared because they like died and became like a fucking zombie sea pirate. And then apparently they just did a new one. It's on Netflix already.
Really?
And they came back.
Well, we gotta bring them back.
But like Javier Bardem is in it. Like the bad guy from James Bond Skyfall.
Oh, nice.
That was a fucking good movie.
Yeah,
That's a good flick.
That was a good movie.
Oh. I did like Spectre, but it wasn't that good. The you expected so much from what the fuck's the guy's name? The guy from Glorious Bastards and Django Unchained.
Christoph Waltz?
Yeah, Christoph Waltz.
He was good though. I liked it.
No, he was great. Like, don't get me wrong. I thought the movie was good, and I thought the actors were excellent.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't have asked more. But I thought the story itself wasn't that interesting.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't give him enough to do. Like,
Yeah,
you
sure.
had Javier Bardem
Yeah.
in Skyfall who fucking nailed it. He was the Joker of James Bond.
Yeah, he was.
Was he
really
not?
good. He was fucking good.
Like, he owned that movie.
Yeah,
Daniel Craig's great, but here's my thought.
Well, he was like a great foil to Daniel Craig's.
Exactly.
If any other James Bond, I don't think would have stacked up that well against Javier Bardem's.
No. Like Pierce Bronson, like
it wouldn't have worked.
No.
Like, yeah, no.
You needed,
no other like.
You needed charisma against stoicism, right?
Like I've seen every James Bond movie. I love that series. Yeah, Daniel Craig was the only one that could have pulled that off.
Mm-hmm.
And it made it believable, and it was really good. And you actually kind of like, and Javier Bardem did so good. It like you kind of felt for him a little bit in parts of it.
Isn't that what you need from a villain, though?
Yeah.
Like, villains need to be more relatable than the hero.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, especially superhero movies, or comics, like however you view it, like the superhero or the hero of a story, they represent an ideal.
Yeah.
They represent a concept where I think the villain represents the human element.
Yeah. Well, like you have to, if the best villains are written to the point where you could almost see yourself being that villain.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you can see, you know what, in that situation, that's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to. You want to be like, I would always be the hero.
But that goes back to self-awareness, right?
And like the best villains never see themselves as villains.
Yeah.
They see themselves as the hero of their own story.
Well, of course, and that goes to self-awareness, perspective. It goes to everything, like about our human condition, and that's how I feel. And I mean, not to take it away, we'll come right back to it. But like, just as a side example, look at Nolan's Batman series.
Yeah.
Batman Begins was good, but not widely recognized. But it was good because it made the rise of Batman kind of believable in a way, and it offered real characters, and even Liam Neeson's character in there was a strong part. But all the while, you're not watching Bruce Wayne or Batman. You're just watching an any man can put through the ringer. Okay, that's fine. But no one really. If that was it, we wouldn't be talking about it anymore.
Yeah.
And then comes along Rise of the Dark Knight. Or wait, was that the third one?
No, it's just The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Yeah, The Dark Knight comes along, and I'm sorry. People don't want to say this. That movie wasn't good.
Yeah, I agree.
But Heath Ledger pulled off the role of a lifetime. And all right, maybe I disagree, but let me just say this real quick. I will say he performed the role in such a way that it was catered to a certain generation's taste in villain.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily all, but it was catered to a certain generation's taste in villain and made very relatable to how psychotic people generally were feeling towards just the overall control of government, society, how it wasn't working, but we're told it's working, and just losing it. But what I'm saying is the movie wasn't popular because of the story.
No.
It wasn't popular because of Batman.
No.
It was only popular because of Joker's performance. That's it. And then the third movie just emphasizes that point.
I have to kind of disagree with you just a little there.
Okay.
I
haven't heard another perspective.
I agree with you for the entire part of that.
Yeah.
I do agree with everything you said, except one part.
What part?
I feel like this is going to be morbid. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me.
I know where you're going.
I feel like the Joker wasn't what made people care about the movie. Heath Ledger's death made people care about that movie.
All right. I've heard this argument, and I disagree with it for one big reason.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
See, at the
Hold on,
time,
hold on a
I did. When it first came out, I was swept up in the hype. I loved The Dark Knight when it first came out. I was so about it. I was like, this is the greatest Batman movie ever. I love the Joker. He's amazing. This is great. And then years have gone by, and I've just thought back on it, and just like,
I will still say this. I do still think it's the best Batman movie.
89 Batman for me. 89 Batman.
I don't think Tim Burton's Batmans were good.
I loved it.
I enjoyed them, but I don't think they're good movies. I think Jack Nicholson did the best Joker.
Yeah.
I still think Jack Nicholson's better. I just don't think any of them are that good. Actually, if I picked a favorite, it'd probably be the first Nolan one.
Batman
because I think Batman Begins is the best origins Batman story, and it's the most in depth. Yeah. Most character development happens in that.
Yeah.
Like the reason I like Tim Burton's is because it sticks to the comics.
Yeah.
And I will say this: out of any comic book movie I've ever seen, Tim Burton's felt like a comic book movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, it felt like a comic book come to life. Like, Frank Miller's Sin City.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not the same style by any means.
Yeah.
But when you watch that...
It felt like a comic.
Yeah. But that's how Tim Burton's did.
Yeah.
What I actually don't like about Tim Burton's movie is how it played to the pop culture of the time. I didn't like the musical montage scene with Michael Jackson playing, and then Prince. Oh, holy fuck! That was that was bad. That was really bad. Sorry, Prince. Fuck you, Michael. I know you like both, but
it's okay.
But that whole scene, that scene,
it really had no.
It kicked me out of the movie.
It really had no reason to exist.
Same for you. Like every time I watch that movie, I actually fast forward that scene because it kicks me out of the reality of the movie. It's called suspension of disbelief in writing, and it's where like you're writing, and it only has to be realistic within the rules of your world that you've created. Yeah. So it can be off the wall, but it has to make sense within the. Yeah. And in that,
if you build the basically like a box of rules that say, you know what, this is what our universe consists of.
Exactly.
Don't go outside of it.
So what happened in that for me was, don't get me wrong, sure, maybe Prince exists in that universe, I guess he did, but nothing else about our world outside of normal society was in that universe. Yeah. You had a fictitious city, fictitious people, fictitious situation, and then something very real to us. So by bringing something very real to us and putting it in something with all made up things, you're pulling me out of a fictional world.
A lot of movies, most movies have pretty like pop music soundtracks. If that scene didn't exist where the Joker was basically dancing to the music, if they just had that music but nobody acknowleded its existence, would you have been fine with it?
That's a really good question because it depends. Because nowadays, I mean, even then, soundtracks are normal.
Look at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Those movies are famous for their soundtrack. Their soundtracks, even the other day, I was at a store and I heard a song from the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack and I immediately associated it with Guardians of the Galaxy. I no longer associated it as its own thing, but it didn't take me, the music in that movie never took me out. It was just kind of like an additional thing.
But
nobody in that movie really acknowledges.
It's not the acknowledgement part, though.
Okay.
It's consistency. Think about it. The first Guardians movie opens with that music.
Yeah.
So it's immediately set as a scene setter.
Yeah.
It is a very important key to his past. And they're immediately set into a universe where our world was the old world.
Okay. I gotcha.
So that immediately is set, and it's really well written because it's like, okay, our world that we have now existed, but it's gone, and he's from that.
Well, gone.
Well, you know what I mean.
For him.
So, like, we don't have to relate back to it anymore. We don't have to reference it because we're not going to see it.
Yeah.
But this is his remnant of it, so that shows us that he's from us, but now he's in this whole ass other universe. So we immediately have a connection. We no longer get distracted by it. It's part of the world.
So
it's more.
At that point, it's more of an anchor of like, okay, well, this is what will
It's
tie
a
me
useful
to this
tool.
character.
It's a useful
The fact
tool.
that he listens to music that I recognize ties me to his world.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing with it is, all right, so that's one thing. Because there are a couple ways to look at this. And that's a really good question, actually. But Guardians of the Galaxy is a great thing because they use music to their advantage by using it as a writing tool.
Mm-hmm.
They use it as a character development tool as opposed to just basically a puff piece.
Yeah.
So in Batman, the issue... All right, here's another example. Most movies you have soundtracks where popular songs come in and out where it's background. Characters are not aware there's music, right? So, like, say you're in an action movie and they're going down the street, like, driving, shooting out music. The guys shooting are like, where is that fucking music coming from? Like, does anyone else hear this right now?
So, like, you're talking about, like, the difference between, like, them just playing music and, like, say, to quote another movie, like, in Avengers, when Tony Stark comes out with and like he just flies in and he starts playing AC/DC, but he recognizes it's fucking AC/DC and he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
That's what's the difference.
That is a big difference. Yeah. And also, here's another big difference. Marvel Universe is set in real American cities, real world places. DC has fictional cities that represent real cities.
So it would be like if,
say, Gotham wasn't Gotham, say Gotham was New York, that small difference would have made the difference for me.
So it's like if, like, say in Lord of the Rings, they started just playing, like, Tom Petty or something to kind of throw you out?
You fucking think? But, I mean, come on.
I am the Walrus, Frodo.
Back down. I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of Mordor, but I won't back down.
That's what I want to hear at the Two Towers.
Well, that's actually pretty fucking
I just want one orc to hold up a boombox.
You just want people to hold boomboxes.
I do. I just want Say Anything to always be a thing. I just want John Cusack to be dressed like an orc with a fucking boombox.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking good. Oh, fuck. And I won't back down from the gates of Mordor. Tom Petty's latest. It's the edited version that never made it because he died. Oh, people die. It happens. But no, like, wait. The other thing I wanted to say was, so you got the soundtracks just happen like as overlaying stuff that no one's aware of. They also happen within context. And the reason Batman didn't work, for obvious reasons, it's something taken out of a universe and put into another universe. This could have easily been fixed, though, because... And I know why they did it. That song was popular at the time.
Well, Prince was popular at the time.
Well, yeah, of course. And
Prince was, like, all over that soundtrack. The soundtrack was made by Prince.
Yeah.
Like, he was pretty much in every song in that movie, except for the couple by Danny Elfman.
And see... And that's... And granted, and that's the only saving grace. Like, if you do like it, that's the saving grace where there is consistency in the fact that Prince basically wrote the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got things like that with the Chemical Brothers doing Hannah, or like these, but they're all instrumental.
Or fucking Daft Punk doing Tron Legacy.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even Explosions in the Sky, the instrumental group, they did Friday Night Lights, they did Lone Survivor, but it's all instrumental for the most part, so it blends in. I don't know why. Like all the other Prince songs, actually, they all distracted me. So maybe consistency is not necessarily.
So it's just Prince.
I like Prince though. Yeah. Like it's just in the movie for some reason it didn't fit. Maybe it's just as simple as that. Maybe it just didn't fit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not any of these big picture ideas I'm talking about. But it's worth. I think we touched on some really good points about it. I had no idea we're gonna be talking about music in movies tonight. Yeah. But here's my thing. You had Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
You know, your Kmart John Williams. You had Danny Elfman.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm not saying I've done anything better with my life than he has, but Jesus Christ. But you had Danny Elfman. You could have done so much with that. So instead of Danny Elfman, you have Prince do half the songs? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, Prince is awesome. Use him for a different movie. Use it for a movie that makes more sense for Prince, but if you got Danny Elfman and you're worried about the Joker having his scene in the museum, then all you gotta do is have Danny Elfman write a piece for that scene. That's what he does. He composes and makes this music. So just have Danny Elfman do it. Make it a Danny Elfman soundtrack. And then who knows, maybe you got the next like Harry Potter type music. But no, instead we're going to have some classic Batman music from Danny Elfman, and then all the rest of it's going to be pop music from Prince that doesn't fit with the fucking background, it doesn't fit with the characters, it doesn't fit with the theme or tone of the movie at all. So, as great as Prince was, as great as all of his music is, it doesn't matter how great you are at something, you're not a fit for every spot. Danny Elfman's Batman music was great. He could have easily written something that would have gone along with the Joker's dance.
Yeah.
But he wasn't given the opportunity. And I can't believe Dave just went for a piss break, and I kept going. Kept going. I
See, I know whenever you're going on a tangent, I can take a break.
Yeah, you can.
But, yeah, I see what you mean. It's just
I don't know why that's a tangent. I didn't know. I swear to God,
that was a hot button?
before tonight, no, I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing that I got crazy about. Apparently I did.
The Batman 1989 soundtrack is.
That's a very strange thing. But it is.
But what's funny though is that like that soundtrack you remember. Do you remember what was on the soundtrack to Batman Returns?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Maybe because it wasn't that good.
I remember. You know that there was only one. Like people only remember one song off Batman Forever.
I remember Batman Returns was good though, and I remember it didn't throw me out of the movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, Batman. The first Batman's memorable.
Yeah.
But for fuck's sake. I guess like even all the bad examples aren't good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like Evil Dead. Yeah, but that turned into good things.
Well, I mean, I don't remember any of the music out of that movie.
Well, not just the music, but like, fuck you, Tim Burton. Piece of shit. He's not even that good. Like,
No, not at all.
When Tim Burton,
he's weird, and that's what makes people interested. Because
well,
it's like he wasn't normal.
I'll give you that. Like his passion projects were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands, great. Nightmare on Elm Street. I always almost say that.
Tim Burton's Nightmare on Elm Street. Why not? Let's do it.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, I feel like that was an accident that turned right. As seen by his failure, The Corpse Bride, which was trying to capitalize. But
I own that movie. I never watched it.
It's not good. But Big Fish, I think, is his best movie.
There's a lot in it.
It's his passion project. But I think all the rest were just he had a style, and he applied his style to just any script that came his way.
Yeah.
Like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I just felt like that was him just wanting to put Johnny Depp in something.
I felt like he wanted Michael Jackson.
Actually,
I think that was a rumor that was.
I feel like I would have enjoyed it more if Michael was Charlie, or Willy Wonka, because
I would have too, but for the wrong reasons.
Johnny Depp in that role.
For the wrong reasons, I would have been like, "This is weird as fuck, and this is great."
Maybe get high to and just like fuck it.
I just get drunk or something.
I didn't like Charlie and Chocolate Factory at all.
No, I don't think many people did.
I never saw Alice in Wonderland.
I did see the first one. I liked it because, I mean, she was mid-early 20s at that age, so it's not that weird. But I thought that Alice was cute in that movie.
I don't even know who the fuck played Alice.
It's a weird name. And she was
Just some
in
blonde chick.
she was in the remake of Jane Eyre, and I read Jane Eyre just because she was going to be in the remake. And
I never read that.
And then it took me fucking 2 years to watch the movie because it was in the theater and I'd be like going, and then it was on Netflix. I'm like, it's in my queue. And you know how that goes. The queue in Netflix is where movies go to die.
Yeah. I feel like Netflix is where movies go to die.
Kind of.
I have scanned Netflix so many times. So many nights I'll sit in front of my TV with Netflix on, just skimming, just being like, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Other than that, I don't know, man.
Some other. And I gotta pee. Do you want me to let this keep going while you?
No, we can take a break. Let's take a break.
Take a break. Okay, we're back with Mobcast after a longer break than intended, but not that you guys noticed. And we're both just chewing on pretzels, so it sounds like we're eating rocks.
We are.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna talk through it. Because our next topic, well,
it's kind of
we tried.
It's eating.
Well, I mean, it is. We tried to figure it out. We really. I feel like we failed, but also, I feel like any understanding of this topic is already inherently known. If you just think about how stupid it is, I mean, you just kind of get it. So, Tide Pods. Tide Pods. So, the detergent pod thing.
Yeah.
Alright, this is interesting to me. Well, first of all, the first thing I thought was, why is this particular thing a thing? Because Tide Pods were not the first detergent pods.
Yeah.
There weren't. We've got dish detergent pods under the sink right now. And there have been detergent pods like that for quite some time, and Tide Pods were late to the party. But apparently it's because of how they look. They look more appealing because they got bright colors, and the marketing job basically did a good job.
Yeah.
So whoever got hired for the marketing firm, good on you. You made them so appealing that children are eating them and dying. So
no, not just children.
Adults.
Adults or teens are still eating them. So appealing. Even people who should know better are eating them.
Teens or children.
Not just children.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna lie, I get it. Bright colors look appealing. It's why I first drank blue Gatorade when I was a kid. And that's why it's like...
Yeah, but you also know the difference between blue Gatorade and antifreeze. You wouldn't go to the store and see a blue antifreeze and be like, that looks delicious.
Well, if they put it in the right packaging, I don't know.
Are you sure?
No.
That scares the hell out of me.
Well...
You might have drank antifreeze in your life then.
I feel like I wouldn't be around. But, kidney failure.
Kidney failure. You drank enough, kidney failure is inevitable.
But I mean... No, nothing about this makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
So, the Tide Pod Challenge is exactly what it sounds like. Stupid fucking kids get online, they videotape themselves saying, I'm doing the Tide Pod Challenge. And they bite into at least, and maybe they don't eat, but they bite into a Tide Pod and then have all those chemicals and shit explode in their mouth.
From what I can gather, it started out as like a meme of like people being like, "Oh, these things look delicious. Look how silly it would be if it looked like it was real food." And then some dumbass was like, "Well, okay, if you're gonna make it look like food, then I'm just gonna eat it." And then you stick it in your mouth and take a bite. It's laundry detergent. It's chemicals.
This is such an exception to the rule, though. Like, how many things look appealing that you don't put in your fucking face?
Yeah, right.
I mean...
Glass.
What, does glass look appealing? Like...
I don't know.
But, I mean, at the same time, I think the people for marketing for Tide... Well, you can't give them shit because they made an appealing product, right? It's like, oh, it looks good. Because, I mean, that's part of it, right? Like, they're going to be in commercials. They're going to show this off.
Yeah, they wanted to look appealing so people buy it. And they're like, hey, this looks like something that I could use. I'll use it to clean my clothes.
Well, not just that, but like
I'm not gonna fucking make fucking beef stroganoff out of.
but like Tide's like at the party, right? So they already have the pods out. Like other people have them, but other people don't know that much about them. So Tide's like, cool. If we jump on this trend and we make ours the most known,
nobody started eating them yet.
Well, they'll be like, no one knows
on
about it yet, so we'll take advantage and we'll be the one known for the pod.
Yeah,
Which has happened,
but I mean, nobody's talking about the fucking like the dishwasher liquid.
I know.
Challenge.
But I mean, if you think about it, like that makes sense. So what they had to do to make that work was to basically put their logo in it, because that's kind of what they did. Because Tide's known for their orange and blue coloration.
Yeah.
So they did kind of like a yin yang thing, and they made it look cool. Like, look, this is clearly our pod, and all the other pods are just basic.
We're not just a white pod. We're the yellow, we're the orange and blue pod.
So their marketing team did a good job in that, and they made them stand out. But they had an unintended benefit.
That orange and blue look delicious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a benefit because, I mean, with the overpopulation issue that we've been facing for at least 100 years, and it's just exponentially increasing, now we've got marketing companies that are so good that they can not only effectively sell a product above people who did the same fucking thing like 5 years earlier, but they sell it better than them, but now they're also on top of that, they're like, you know what, we're giving back. We're going to make a lot of money, but we're also going to give back to society. For every $5 we make, a child will die because they ate one of these things because it looked like candy. Now, if your child thinks that a chemical product, especially when they know it's a chemical product, looks like candy, so it should be eaten, well, then we don't need that kid. So if a marketing company can make a profit while giving to charity through profit, like that's a new tactic.
And helping somebody get the YouTube views.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody, look at Logan Paul, see people who just kill themselves on...
Now, I don't like that because that wasn't creative. He went to somewhere that's notorious for it, and he took advantage.
I mean, next up is just watching him just go to, like, the fucking, like, hospital.
I'd rather watch Logan Paul go there and jump off himself. That would be better.
I mean, he tweeted, every retweet, he'd eat a Tide Pod, so I was hoping he'd get, like, 10 million retweets.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He retweeted every time. And this is after all this controversy bullshit. He retweeted every retweet of this. I'll eat a Tide Pod. And it's like, okay, well, I hope this gets retweeted like 10 million times and we don't have to deal with you anymore.
Yeah. I'd rather see him be like, eat the Tide Pod before he jumped. I'd like to see the reaction.
I'd like to see the Tide Pod mid-jump.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cheap way out, but I just want to see the jump.
Yeah.
Now, he took advantage. The Tide Pod company, that marketing company, they were spot the fuck on. Now, the more I think about it,
it's just stupid, though. Like,
isn't that the point?
We're being morbid. We're joking about this, but like,
I'm not.
This is fucking stupid. Like,
I'm not joking at all. Fuck these dumb kids.
Yeah, like anybody who just willingly is like, I'm just gonna eat fucking chemical detergent.
Yeah.
Like, like I feel like if I worked,
it's proof that all the kids are not special.
Yeah.
You don't deserve a participation ring. If you eat a Tide Pod, you do not get a participation.
You don't deserve shit at that point. Like, how? I don't understand. Like, maybe we're out of touch. Maybe, I mean, maybe that's why our YouTube channel.
Well, dead kids are out of touch.
Maybe if we ate Tide Pods, we'd get more views. But I'm not willing to do that because I'm not a fucking retard.
Well, I don't care about views to begin with, so I just care about drinking and talking.
Get the YouTube views if we eat the Tide Pod. I'll eat one right now.
I'd rather eat rocks.
Eat Tide Rocks.
Yeah.
Get them Tide Rocks in. It just doesn't make sense.
But, I mean, I guess it's not that far off from candy corn. I mean,
they're colorful.
like
Poisonous.
Cream-filled candy corn.
They make you feel like shit afterwards. If you survive.
It's a vegetarian gelatin. Actually, I don't know if that's accurate.
I mean, I swear. It's like...
There might be animal fat in that.
Oh my god! The vegetarians! What will they think?
There should be a warning.
The vegetarians can't do a Tide Pod challenge! Oh no!
Could you imagine that lawsuit?
I can't do a Tide Pod challenge because
if a vegetarian did a Tide Pod challenge, had an allergic reaction to beef broth that was like put in there as an ingredient, and then sued for negligent marketing that they did not claim to have used animal byproducts in their Tide Pod production. That is the ultimate American dream.
Oh my god. That's going to happen next week.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I'll stop yelling about dead goods. I'll stop yelling about population control if that happens. Well, I might be lying, but I'll say that.
You'll say that now.
I'll say that now because, God, that would be fantastic.
I just don't understand where this came from. How somebody's like, you know, I can inject.
I mean, we can just read.
Is this generation so delusional? They think they can just survive anything.
That's not a generation. That's a youth thing.
Like
when you're young, you think you're invincible. Like even if you don't.
So much of the that's like playing Russian roulette.
That's because you don't have an understanding of death yet. Like you just don't get it. Like you know that things die, but you don't know you die. Come on.
Like okay, I get it. Like it's like a 5 or 6 year old eats a Tide Pod accidentally. That's the parent. They weren't paying attention. The child saw something colorful.
But they could have easily eaten rat poison or drank bleach.
Exactly.
It was no different.
But a fucking like 15, 16-year-old jackass on YouTube is like, I'm gonna do the blood bowl challenge because I'm gonna get the views.
There shouldn't need to be a PSA for that.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. We don't need one of those.
We shouldn't need to tell people don't eat bleach.
Has that been made yet? A G.I. Joe like parody?
It needs to be. That needs to happen because I feel like G.I. Joe is the only one that can fucking knock sense into
G.I. Joe PSAs were classic. But no,
it's like don't play with fire, don't eat bleach or Tide Pods.
I love how the end of this podcast we're just fucking eating pretzels into the microphone the whole time.
Oh, fuck it. We're talking about jackasses eating Tide Pods. We'll eat pretzels.
We're clearly going towards the end of our material for the night. So who gives a fuck?
We've given up. We've clearly given up on the world.
No, I don't really care. I don't know. I don't think I got any more to say about that. I think it's just as stupid as it sounds. And if teenagers and adults die from it, good. Honestly, I say good. I don't care.
I'm sure you're not the only one that feels that way.
No, I know I'm not.
You might be one of the only people though that will say it out loud because a lot of people, I guarantee, will be like, you know, oh, it's not PC to say that because you have to embrace human life. You have to. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Embrace human life.
You have to. It says that in the Bible.
That's the dumbest shit you said all night. Christ almighty. Fucking human life. Alright. I mean,
it's just if you're willing to vote for Trump and eat a Tide Pod, you're just suicidal at that point.
No! Just do it!
Go for it.
I don't want to give you an explanation, just do it. Please. Get out of here.
Buy Nikes.
Get out of the party that you ruined.
Just leave. Good luck. Good luck on your
life is a party and it will end.
Good luck on your future
Do
endeavors.
not ruin it for everyone else involved. If you're really sad, go out to the swing set in the backyard and smoke a cigarette. But do not ruin the party for the rest of us. God, join the LSD group in the shed. Do what you gotta do. Just leave us the fuck alone.
That's what's sad. How many people die by LSD? How many people get called to the fucking poison unit by doing LSD?
Like none.
Yeah, fucking people are doing Tide Pods and get called to the poison unit immediately.
You'd have way more fun doing acid. Just do acid.
Because fucking, at least acid does something more positive for you. Fucking Tide Pods is just bad as soon as you bite into it.
You might be an atheist and find God. Tide Pod.
Yeah,
you
might be a Christian and find death.
Mm-hmm. Find Satan and God are the same thing. The swirl of the Tide Pod.
One's the orange, one's the blue.
The yin and yang.
I just don't understand it. Where's the Cascade Challenge? Has that little fucking
We have enough to drink. We don't have enough pods to chew.
Has that little red button on the middle of it.
I'm trying to think of like other thing, like the tampon challenge. Like shove a tampon down your throat and see how much water you can drink before it like fucking chokes you to death. That's a good challenge.
That's a good challenge.
Tampon challenge. I challenge everyone out there to do it. Do the tampon challenge. This isn't a don't do this. I don't. No, you do it. I'm not gonna do it. And then if you die, then
sucks. You
no.
failed.
Good.
You weren't meant to live.
Yeah. If you accept my challenge, then you're meant to die.
How about the cliff challenge? You just jump off a cliff, see what the hell happens.
Now we're getting two in the nose. But that's essentially what I'm saying.
If you live, you were meant to live. If not, well, sorry.
Here's a kill yourself challenge in any creative way that you can think of. Just please tell us how you do it so we can laugh about it later.
Tell us after you've done it.
Clearly before.
No, I want to hear the afterlife one.
Write it or record it and postmark it to us for a post-mortem. So after you die, it gets sent to us. And we'll read about it and be like, oh, that was crazy.
You were nuts.
And they're like, oh, they told us about it.
Oh, shit, he jumped off a cliff. I didn't think you'd fucking do it.
The Suicide Podcast. Please tell us all about your adventures into the afterlife. It's like when Batman goes on Scooby-Doo. Really exciting stuff.
Tell us what Satan's like.
We want to know where next to be landlord.
Does he like pizza?
Does he have too much melted cheese already?
Does he really have that pitchfork, or is that just a joke?
Is that cultural appropriation? Or should he be offended?
Is it racist to look at his tail?
I hate red people. You rigger.
You fucker.
You rigger. That's not accurate. You roho. Is that right? Fuck, I don't know.
Welcome to America.
Alright, America. I don't know, Dave. Is that a good point to end the night?
I don't think so. I think we need to have something happier.
No, not about happiness. Like,
I want happy.
What the fuck do you want to talk about?
Oh, fuck!
That's a good ending. Are we still on?
Oh, wait, still recording? What's happening?
Oh, look, the computer played our game. It's like, I'll help you out, motherfuckers.
I quit. Fuck you. Alright, thanks.
It's like, hey, if they can't figure out how to end it, I'll just get them to stare at me for 5 seconds. Quite confusedly. No, fuck it. Oh, that's good. I was just going to remind everyone of Kevin Hart getting drunk and saying, live your life like that. if you're at the Super Bowl and you happen to be by the trophy in the stage, try to get on the stage. Who gives a fuck if you're stopped? Life is too short to care. What does it matter?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to apologize. Just see if you can do it.
Same in your everyday life, even if you're not at the fucking Super Bowl.
That's a metaphor.
Reach your Super Bowl trophy.
No, just don't be a dick. Don't like.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. Because if you're gonna eat a Tide Pod, then I don't want you around.
If you're willing.
Yeah, but anyone else, walk into my parties and just don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
If you wanna touch the Super Bowl trophy, try to get on that stage. That's all.
Yeah.
If you're gonna eat a Tide Pod, then fucking eat a Tide Pod and get the fuck out of the way. Guess that's all I can say there. But
fair enough.
Goddamn, conversations stem from sports. Baltimore Brigade, by the way, let's just bring that up one more time. That is happening. So if anyone does listen to this and is in the area, Dave and I will be doing a podcast. It'll be a pre-podcast, like warm-up tailgate type thing at bars where no one knows who this fucking football team is. And then we'll be doing a real podcast post-game, probably really drunk. Woo! We'll be seeing the Baltimore Brigade play the Philadelphia Soul sometime in July. I think it's 20-something. We'll double check. We'll get back to you on the next one. But if anyone is interested, you're welcome to tag along.
We can make it a whole thing.
Yeah, guests are welcome as always.
T-shirts.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
It'll be
so
awesome.
if you're interested,
let us know.
Come out, man. It's gonna be fucking fun. And it's going to cost like -$2.
So we'll make money doing this.
That is the most exciting thing to come of this. I'm really looking forward to this.
Free game.
It feels like backyard wrestling or something. We're going to get into this, and it's going to be a good time.
Free booze.
So, the Mobcast is sponsored by the Baltimore Brigade.
Not yet, but we'll be.
Now, until they cease and desist us. And that's inspired by Doug.
I don't think anybody cares. They won't even know. That Baltimore Brigade, they'll be like, thank God for the publicity.
Anybody.
Oh my God, we have people coming. Somebody call the butler.
Tell John Bon Jovi, we got a brigade.
Wow! We're halfway there! Whoa!
Oh, yeah. Living on a prayer. That is their motto. Alright, so yeah, seriously, if that interests you, please come out, let us know. Because goddamn, that is gonna be a time. Now as for tryouts, we'll let you know when that's more of a real thing, but the game for sure.
For sure.
And honestly, about the Prince thing, I'm sorry if I offended anybody, I just have my opinions.
I like how you apologize for the Prince thing, not society killing itself.
Society's gonna do what it wants to do.
You can't stop it.
You can't really do anything about it.
Yet you won't apologize.
No. Too late to apologize. Too late.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not really good with music.
That was a good one though.
Alright, well I guess we're out of this bitch, so good night from Mobcast. I'm Mike.
I'm Dave.
And talk to you later.
Back in my day, podcasts were good.